The moment he grabbed her hand in front of the entire crowd, her heart stopped, because she had never seen him before in her life. "Tell them," he said calmly, his grip tightening just enough to send a chill through her veins. "Tell them you're my wife." The flashing cameras, the shocked whispers, the millions watching online, everything blurred around her. Just 12 hours ago, she was a nobody. Now, she was being forced into a life she didn't understand, with a man whose name the entire country feared. Her name was Lily Carter, a 22-year-old struggling to survive, juggling 2 part-time jobs and a mountain of debt left behind by her father. She had nothing, no connections, no safety net, no future she could count on. So when a strange offer came to her late one night, she thought it was a scam. "Marry me. 1 year. I'll pay off all your debts. No romance. No explanation. Just a contract." And a name she recognized instantly. Adrian Voss. A billionaire CEO. Cold. Untouchable. The kind of man people whispered about, not approached. She should have said no. But desperation has a way of silencing fear. The marriage happened in complete secrecy. No guests. No celebration. Just signatures on paper and a quiet, "I do," that felt more like surrender than a promise. Adrian barely looked at her the entire time. "You'll stay out of my way," he told her afterward, his voice emotionless. "And I'll handle everything else." That was the deal. And for a few hours, it worked. Until this moment. Until he dragged her into the spotlight and exposed everything. "I'm married," Adrian announced, his voice steady, cutting through the chaos like a blade. "And this is my wife." Gasps erupted. Reporters surged forward. Questions exploded from every direction. Since when? Who is she? Is this a business move? Is she pregnant? Lily's mind spiraled. This wasn't part of the deal. None of this was. She turned to him, her voice barely a whisper. "You said no one would know." His eyes flicked toward her, dark and unreadable. Plans changed. That was it. No apology. No explanation. Just like that, her quiet, invisible life was gone. Overnight, Lily became the most talked about woman in the country. People dug into her past, twisted her story, called her a gold digger, a liar, a nobody who trapped a billionaire. And Adrian? He stayed cold, distant, untouchable. They lived in the same mansion, but it felt like 2 separate worlds. He worked endlessly, buried in meetings and phone calls. She wandered through halls that didn't feel like home, surrounded by luxury that felt more like a cage. Days turned into weeks, and something didn't add up. Adrian wasn't just distant, he was watching her. Quietly, carefully, like she was more than just a temporary arrangement. Then one night, everything changed. Lily woke up to voices downstairs. Angry voices. She followed them, her heart pounding, until she heard Adrian speaking in a tone she had never heard before, raw, furious. "You think I don't know what you did?" he snapped. Another man laughed coldly. "You're playing a dangerous game, Adrian. Marrying a random girl won't protect you forever." Protect? Lily froze. Protect her? Or himself? "Leave," Adrian said sharply, "or I expose everything." There was a tense silence, then footsteps fading away. Lily stepped back, her pulse racing. The next morning, she confronted him. "You didn't marry me for money or convenience," she said, her voice shaking. "You married me because you're hiding something." For the first time, Adrian didn't deny it. He looked at her, really looked at her. And then he said something that shattered everything she thought she knew. "You were never random, Lily." Her breath caught. What does that mean? He hesitated, just for a second, but it was enough to show cracks in his perfect control. "Your father," he said quietly. "He wasn't just in debt. He was involved in something dangerous. Something that got him killed." The world tilted. "No, that's not true. They're coming after anyone connected to him," Adrian continued. "That includes you." Her legs felt weak. "So you married me to protect me?" "Yes." The truth hit harder than any lie. All this time, she thought she was just a transaction. But she was actually a target. "And going public," she whispered. "They needed to see you were under my protection," he said. "It was the only way to keep you alive." Silence filled the room. Everything made sense now. And yet, nothing felt easier. "You could have told me," she said, tears burning in her eyes. "I don't trust easily." Adrian replied. And I couldn't risk you running. The honesty hurt more than anything. But something else was there too, something unexpected. Care. Weeks passed, and everything shifted. Adrian was still distant, but not cold anymore. He checked on her, protected her, stayed closer than before. And Lily? She started seeing the man behind the walls. The way he never slept more than a few hours. The way he carried burdens he never spoke about. The way his silence wasn't emptiness. It was survival. Somewhere along the way, their fake marriage started to feel real. Then came the twist neither of them saw coming. The people after her weren't just watching anymore. They acted. One night, Lily was taken. No warning. No time to scream. Just darkness. When Adrian found out, something inside him broke. For the first time, the calm, controlled CEO disappeared. And the man who replaced him was terrifying. He tore through every connection, every enemy, every hidden network until he found her. Hours felt like years. But when he finally walked into that abandoned warehouse and saw her tied up, scared but alive, everything stopped. Their eyes met. And in that moment, nothing was fake anymore. I'm here, he said, his voice rough, almost desperate. He saved her. But more than that, he proved something neither of them wanted to admit. This wasn't a contract anymore. This was love. Real, dangerous, undeniable love. In the aftermath, everything changed. The threats were gone. The truth was exposed. The enemies were finished. And for the first time, they had a choice. No more contracts, Lily said softly. Adrian looked at her, the walls finally gone. No more lies, he agreed. She took a step closer. Then what are we? He didn't hesitate this time. My wife, he said. For real. The world that once forced them together had almost torn them apart. But in the end, it gave them something neither expected. Not power. Not protection. But something far more dangerous. A love that started as a lie and became the only truth they couldn't live without. And sometimes, the most unexpected marriages are the ones that save your life.